Alright guys, POF P416. Let's run her till she stops. Here we go. Going along swimmingly. Oh, this looks fun. What did all that poor dirt down there ever do to me? Getting an odd rate of fire change there. It's kind of weird. Come on, baby. I don't know if you guys can see those sparks coming out of the end of the barrel. Boy, she's chewing herself up. Boy, she is hot, 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 people. We're right at where the other gun failed, people. Not locking the bolt back to the rear. Well, she hasn't really died, but she is struggling a bit there. Definitely an impressive round count. Guys, you guys got to see this. All right, let me get this monkey suit off. We're going to have a closer look. All right, guys, we're taking a closer look at the POF here. We've got a stuck piece of brass in the chamber. We're going to see if we can get her knocked loose. Chad's going to give her a... Okay.
Hold that bolt back.
Careful, she's warm. Yeah, it actually ripped the... Just leave that piece of brass there.
Thanks.
Looks like it ripped the rim. We're going to go ahead and try to run it some more. This thing is still smoking hot. Let me suit back up. We're going to try to run her some more. All right, stuck case removed. We're going to continue firing. Well, she's running, ain't she, guys? Well, I tell you what, if you're in a foxhole in a firefight, you'd have the right gun, wouldn't you? Getting a little sluggish again. But nonetheless, I think we're proving that this is one heck of a round count here. We could do this all day, guys. I just don't think it's really going to prove a heck of a lot to keep doing this. But we're going to keep going. Definitely still running. There we go. Come on, baby. I noticed that I'm having to hold the gun a lot tighter. I think it's getting a little sluggish, just getting filthy or whatever the case may be. That bolt's slowing down a bit. Let me try holding the gun a lot tighter and make sure that's not the problem. Boy, she's just straight up running, guys. Well, that grip is holding up. This is almost like watching golf at this point, isn't it, guys? That's the second double feed we've gotten out of the 40 round P-Mags. Yeah. I'm starting to feel like maybe I know how Rambo feels. Seized up again. Same thing, we got another stuck case.
She's hot.
Boy, she's beyond hot. You kidding me? Grab that brass so we don't lose it, Chad. Stuck again. I think it's pretty clear, guys, that this gun is going to run until the cows come home. I've brought 2,500 rounds of ammo to this chute here, and we're getting towards the bottom of the dang barrel. I can't believe how well this gun is running. I mean, even though we are getting a little bit of sluggish operating, think about how hot this thing is. Think about how much rounds it's had through it at this point. Guys, this is an obscene amount of ammunition. If an infantryman had to carry all this ammo, you'd be dead before you got there because you'd be tired. See, it just needed me to talk a little bit so it could just cool off just for a second. Yeah. Another double feed. Now I'm going to surmise to say those double feeds are probably coming from the fact that I'm holding up on the bottom of the mag. I realize that, but Well, I got nothing. Let's have a look. And let me get out of this monkey suit and let's see what's going on. POF P416. Well, that was kind of an interesting result. I didn't quite expect it to run quite that well. We were getting a little bit of sluggish firing there near the end, but hey, she was getting hot, she was getting dirty. I was getting rather fatigued. We did find, and one thing that we cleared up in terms of, you know, later on in the shooting there, was that I wasn't really shouldering the gun super tight, but once I started really bearing into it, it seemed to run a little bit better. And guys, this is an extreme test. Anytime we do the meltdown videos, we're trying to show the gun doing something that it certainly is not designed to do. This gun is not designed to go toe-to-toe with a squad automatic, but guess what? We just did. We almost fired 2,500 rounds consecutively, granted with a few stoppages, but you'd still be in the fight. If you work the bolt, a couple of more rounds down range, work the bolt, a couple of more rounds down range. I mean, not an ideal situation, but the gun never mechanically failed. We never had a major failure. I think what we really saw here was some loss of gas pressure from just expansion in the metal and things like that. The gas port probably started to elongate a little bit. And also, something that I've talked about in the past about barrel wear is that barrels tend to wear from the throat inward and then the muzzle backwards. If you look down this barrel, it's hard to tell, but that is definitely the case here. You've got rifling in the middle that's relatively strong still, and then the smooth bore on each end. It's really crazy to look at. You know, this is a mid-length gas system, so I would pretty much expect that to happen. The gun, we haven't tried running it again really, but that piston's still moving, no problem there, so I don't really see there being an issue. We were just shy of running 2,500 rounds, okay? We're gonna look at this real quick and just see. So the carrier, pretty skanky. One feature is that roller cam that you can see in there on this, gave for really smooth operation, no problems there. I mean, the chamber's pretty skanky, but overall, the gun didn't run too terrible, okay? The thing is, the gun still works, I think. So let's slap her back together. And because we were just shy of our intended round count, you know, what we did is we searched around all over the ground and we found all the rounds that we jettisoned out of the gun during the test and any full magazines we could find. And this is what we've got left, a full 30 and a partial. So let's just see what we got here. I'll tell you what, just for giggles, how about a full combat load on top of that? All right, last mag, let's try full auto. Something's going on there, it ain't liking that. But the important thing to think about, the gun's still operational. I'm still in the fight, okay? I mean, what else can you really say here? The gun never really failed. Now, granted, it started running a little bit sluggish, but here's something else to kind of consider here with what we're seeing here.